look him in the eye. Looking a horse in the eye, it's like sharing your soul.
Where the hell are you?
Taking a little time off with Ez.
Not a good time to take off, Max.
You're fighting for something. You might have to suffer consequences, but it's worth it because you did it. Because you love your kid.
A dad's job is to take his son down the field. And if he gets tackled, all that dad wants is for that kid to pick up the ball and to take it the rest of the way.
Bobby, what's up, buddy?
Hey, buddy. How are you, Jeff? Good to see you.
It's good to see you. I just think the first time we met, I flew to LA to do Station Agent. Still one of my all-time favorite films. Every time I see Peter, I bring that up. It's just that movie just has a special place for me, you know. And
thanks, man. Thanks. All these years later, too, right? That's nice.
yeah,
Thank you.
oh, absolutely. And I thought, you know, that's your best role until now. I think this is your pivotal role in your career. It's got such depth. It's got such incredible emotion. Tom Hanks tells a story where when he was preparing for the movie Punchline, he spent a lot of time with comedians and in nightclubs and comedy clubs just to get that feel for a comedian. Did you do any kind of research like that?
You know, I happen to have a lot of friends who are comics. I have for many years. And so I did make a lot of phone calls and hung out extra time with these people. But, you know, I really have spent a lot of time going, whether it's with like, you know, Ray Romano or Chris Rock. You know, I sit in the car with them and we go and, you know, we make a surprise appearance. I don't make a surprise. They make a surprise appearance at the Cellar or whatever. And, you know, I've looked at their like yellow legal pad of jokes. I've had them, you know, try out jokes on me. I've also had them, them and other comics talk to me about how they're not trying to be funny tonight. You know, they're just trying to work out something and see if the world that they're thinking about exploring comedically is fertile ground, and they're testing it out on an audience. So I've seen the different stages of what it is to put an act together. And, you know, what I thought about this guy was, you know, that he has that scene with the other comics and they say to him, you know, comedy's supposed to be funny. And he says, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to tell a story up there. And I think that we catch this guy at a real crossroads in his life where he's in a life or death situation and he's got to express it somehow on stage, because if not, he's going to do something dangerous. You know, he's a reactive person. And so I really wanted to find that balance of like, it's not really that he's telling jokes, even though some of those stories are funny. It's really telling his story of why he feels so conflicted about what he's going through right now.
Yeah, because Max is a parent with a special needs child. But Max, is he being the best parent that he can be?
Well, I think that, you know, that evolves over the course of the movie. I think that he thinks he is, and I think that somewhere along the line he evolves to a place where he doesn't have to be constantly fighting. I think Vera Farmiga has the line, you know, you don't have to bite the dog. You know, she tells a story about when they're kids and there was a dog barking and he bit the dog, and she was like, the dog wasn't going to do anything to you. You didn't have to bite the dog. And I think like maybe somewhere along the line in this movie, he comes to the idea that he doesn't always have to bite the dog, that he can take a breath. And you know, sometimes those messages, those ideas come to us later in life. And I think for Max, that's what happens. That's part of his evolution in the film.
Yeah, because it's a road trip movie too, but this is a road to redemption for Max as well, too.
Yeah.
You know, and I understand that, you know, a movie about Ezra, finding the right actor for Ezra. I heard it was a last-minute effort that you found William, and a lot of his scenes were improv. So did you notice that chemistry right away when you read with him?
Yes, right away. We saw probably about 100 kids from all over the country, and you know, we met some of them in person, and you know, they were wonderful. They all had wonderful qualities, but we weren't finding the kid. We just weren't finding the right actor. And then William, this tape came in from right across the river there in New Jersey, and we all just cracked up. We just thought he was so funny, and we brought him in, and immediately I could tell I could hang out with this kid. It was really, really easy. He's really honest, and he's just himself. I mean, he does not try to be anything that he's not. He's just really just himself, and that was somebody that I knew I could be with for long periods of time, having a few sons of my own. It just felt like the chemistry was there from the beginning, and really most of those scenes he's got some of the best improvs in the movie. The kid is just such a natural. He's just so present in the scene, and he really does say what he's feeling in the moment. And many times in the movie, 9 out of 10 of those improvs are in the film.
I was gonna say, Bob, that's what makes this movie works. It's just got this honesty to it. Great performances. I appreciate your time, and let's do it again soon. Thank you so much.
Yeah, brother. Thank you. Nice to see you.